All right, next up, we're going to go to our friends from Milton High School. And if my friend Angela Davis, go ahead and activate your camera and mic. Milton is roughly in the middle of the state near Lewisburg. And now Ange and her group, I think she's got some students involved here. They're going to
I
show
do.
some things that they do. And maybe, I'm not sure, Ange, one or two things you tried that maybe didn't work somehow a little bit, and
Okay.
maybe describe why. All right. So
Okay.
I'll take myself off the screen, folks. Take it away.
So, like he said, I'm here with I have five. I have five of our kids that are really actively involved in everything that we are trying to do here at Milton. And Scott, I've been in contact with Scott through all of this for several years, and probably my most exciting moment so far was getting one of our administrators to come along to the event that was up in Bellefonte, I believe. And when he was there and saw the excitement that's generated and all those kinds of things, I felt like I finally have them. Like, I've been trying to get this up and running for several years, and we do little things along the way, but I think I have them fully on board now. We had a meeting with Scott and the people that are going to brand our school, and our superintendent was involved. Both of our principals were involved. So now we're looking at rebranding our entire school. So I guess one of the things that we do, I have to utilize a whole bunch of different clubs in our school for the students. I'm involved, I'm the yearbook advisor. I'm involved with usually being a class advisor. And I also do NHS, the National Honor Society kids, but those same kids are involved in student council, and they're involved in this and that and the other thing. So a lot of times we'll reach out to our clubs to kind of help our efforts, so that each month when we're trying to do something new for the students, something new for the teachers, it's not the same kids that always have to do all of the work. It's a big, larger group, and it helps to kind of pull in more people. So I guess that's probably one of the things that we're doing better at, and sometimes not as good at, just because there's so many things that we want to do, and it doesn't always happen the way we plan. But I think what I'm going to do is let you guys hear from our kids. We listed out some things that we do for the community, some things that we do for our faculty, and some things that we do for our students to try to make our culture and climate better here. So we're going to start with, I have Emily and Matt and Addie here. Come on over. No. Come get over here.
Okay. Hi, I'm Addie. I'm Emily. Okay. So something we do for the students is for each home game, like this past fall, we did tailgating for our football games. So there was like breakfast, like the ladies from the cafeteria would roll the breakfast out, and we would eat breakfast outside. We would have games. We could win prizes. And it honestly it was like a great feeling throughout the school day. Everyone was excited for the game, and we just got our new stadium, so it was like even better. And all that fed into the game, and like student section was wild, the fans, it was like just crazy, and it was just a great time.
At Milton here, our sports are really big to us. So during football season and basketball season, if we make it to like district playoffs and everything like that, each club at our school will purchase tickets for the district games, and we'll raffle them off. So like the student at lunch will like write their name, and then at the end of the day they'll go through and pick said number of students that there's like the amount of like tickets that the club bought, and we'll like give them to the students so they can get into the game free. Another thing that our school does is we have free admission into the game with your school ID, so that all of our students are welcome to come, and we have like big student sections, and it's so good. Okay. Another thing we do, Milton's had a tradition of doing powder puff football. So the girls get practice football, and then we have a guy cheerleading team. That was like a big tradition, but it kind of died off. Last year was our first year in honor of a little boy from Warrior Run who died, Hunter Reynolds. So us and Warrior Run like played against each other. It was a good like fundraiser for that and to help his family, our community.
Something else we do for the students before we go off for Christmas break is the senior skit. And it just like brings everyone together and we're just having a good time and like everyone laughs and talks about it. And it's where like the seniors like make fun, or not like really make fun, but well, I guess that's what it is, of the teachers. And then after that, the teachers make fun of like the students. And it's just like a great way to like, and after that we are sent off for Christmas break. So
Yeah. Another thing we do throughout the year is our spirit weeks. This year we have created a bunch of like different themes that like what was one? Santa versus elves. So the teachers would dress up as Santa and then the students were the elves. And then we had like
favorite character day.
we had like color wars so our seniors could like it was like each class had like a different color and like it was so fun. We had celebrity day, which that was probably the best one because you could like come in and like see everybody and they're just like a different person and it's like they're just like showing off and it's just so good. So that's like a big thing here.
Your student stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so next we are going to tell you about our staff and things that we do for the staff day.
So one of the things we do for staff is we do a staff trophy. It's painted and it's rose gold. And each week a teacher presents it to another teacher and they choose whatever reason they want to give it to them. And then that teacher adds something to it and their name is placed on it and then they give it to another teacher. And then something else we did is students made cute notes with puns on them about brewing coffee or tea in order to thank them. Oh yeah. And then we also did on Valentine's Day, red ring pops, thanking everyone for being the students and being a rock. And for Easter with an egg for them on the note, it thanked them for working so hard to keep our students motivated and helping students' success.
Some other things that we also do is we do a holiday door contest where all the teachers will decorate their doors and they have like a little competition about who has the best door. And I think it's the principals that go around and judge the doors. We also have Santa's Little Wrappers, our NHS. They what is it? They get gifts from the staff.
Mm-hmm.
They get gifts from the staff and everything, and they have to wrap them just for them, to be nice and everything. And then and then twice per year we do things for the board at the board meetings. One of the times is always homemade treats for them to eat during the meeting. Another thing that they do is personal little gifts for them. And this year, with the new stadium, they will be getting, they got Harry and David Moose Munch boxes, thanking them for everything that they do. And that's everything. All right.
Okay, and then last we have what we're doing around the community to just kind of help Milton be a better place to be.
Hi. In Milton, our community is a big part of us, so we like to volunteer as much as we can. We clean up around the area. Each club takes a time, and we each pick an area in Milton, and we clean up as best as we can, picking the trash off the roads and just making it look better and making people happier. We also work a lot with the Salvation Army here in Milton. We've done bell ringing during Christmas time, and we've also last week we went and we helped families that don't have as much. So we got them presents for their kids and turkeys and pies, and just being able to see their faces makes you realize how much they care and how much you've done for them. So that's a big thing that we do. Our football team also does weekly food boxes to help out at local churches and unloads boxes for them and donations that they have come in. We volunteer a lot at the elementary schools. Sometimes they need help doing their bigger activities, like their field days and their just some class activities. So we like to go in there as much as we can just to help out. During Christmas time, we also adopt children from something called an angel tree, where you can pick a kid off a name off the tree who doesn't get as much, and we work as clubs to get Christmas gifts for them. And throughout our school during Christmas time, we also have trees in several different hallways, and we put gloves and hats for Yeah, it's the giving tree
Yep.
that we just give out to the community for people that need like warmer stuff. Oh, we have a lot of senior citizen homes around the area that don't really get as many people going in for them. So we like to take groups in there and play games with them and build puzzles with them. And yeah, and they also tend to paint their nails. I know they've done it this week and they're going to do it again. Oh, we also, for local animal shelters around the area, we like to provide blankets and toys and foods and treats for all the animals that maybe they don't have enough resources for. And for trunk or treat during Halloween time, we like to, every club decorates a trunk. Every club decorates a trunk, and we get about 550 kids from the community, which is a lot of candy. But it's one of our favorite things to do, and we really do come together as a school and a lot of different clubs just to get as much candy as we need for the students.
You guys do some really cool stuff. And yes, our School Mark folks are looking forward to working with your school. You mentioned rebranding at the very beginning.
Yep.
We've started the process, and
Correct.
we're going to see where it takes us. And hopefully by spring, we're going to have some answers and ideas and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to that. This is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it as well. We came back from the event at Bellefonte and the kids were really hyped up about it, super excited to start something. And the very first thing we talked about doing was painting parking spaces because that was the thing they wanted to do first. Unfortunately, because of the time we were in the season, I contacted a couple of friends that I know that have painting businesses, and they have donated all their extra paint. Like once they're done with a job and they're not using that paint anymore, he had gallons and gallons of paint for us to use. So now we have it all collected and ready to go for in the spring. So that's one of the first events that we'll be doing, like not one of, but it's one of the events that we're going to take care of in the spring with the kids.
Cool. Folks, local business connections work. They work, and there are local businesses in every town that want to help their school. They never get asked.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. The guy one of the guys with the painting business contacted his painting connection at Sherwin-Williams. He's like, I spend so much money there on paint that they donated 10 gallons of just mixed up paint that the people didn't want the color.